What's up, guys? Alex with HVAC Tips. And I received the best compliment I've ever received in my career yesterday. And I got to tell you the story about it. The reason it was the best compliment I've ever received is because it came from a 30-year police investigator. Okay? When I say that, it should be like, bing, bing, bing. This is fixing to get real interesting. Okay? I promise you it might be the most valuable content I've ever put out on TikTok. Out of hundreds of videos, this might be it. It's probably going to go into a part 2, but I assure you it's going to be worth gold. All right, so let's get into the call, right? The call. I go over to this guy's house, I get out of the truck, and he's right there asking me a whole bunch of technical questions. It's fine, but the first thing I think about is he must be an engineer. Well, we go around, look at his unit, and just in casual conversation, I asked the guy, hey, what do you do for a living? And what does he tell me? He tells me that he's a police investigator. 30 years. One of the best in the area. They still call him to this day, even though he's retired, when they have tough ones to solve. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's really interesting to me. I study psychology. It's really piqued my interest. And as a HVAC technician or an HVAC worker, you're also like a mechanical investigator. Because when you go up to a job, you see things, you hear things, and you notice things that the average homeowner wouldn't know. Well, as a police investigator, I know psychology-wise, he does the same thing, except with people. Now, when we were speaking, one of the things that I said was I would never tell anyone to go in there in that room with you. And he kind of gave the expression that you would think. And I said, well, the truth is, you know a lot more about communication than the average person. Just as like I know a lot more information about air conditioners. I know that I see things, I hear things, I notice things that other people don't about mechanical equipment, and I know you can do the same thing with people. And I said, I'm really interested to learn more about the psychology of that. And he was, I could tell I kind of piqued his interest too. And he went into this thing called NLP. For those people that don't know, that is neuro linguistic programming. And he asked me, he said, do you know what NLP is? And I said, I very much know what NLP is. Do you know about a guy named Darren Brown? DERRENBROWN. He says, I do. We start walking around the house, and this is when it gets crazy interesting. Follow for part 2.